Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I asked what this conversation was going to be about, and what I heard is soul wants you to know this. Soul wants you to know something. I don't know what. We're about to find out. We are about to find out. How are you guys doing? All right. You'd like to talk to me about my car insurance? I don't own a car. I don't own a car. I'm a passenger princess. Literally. I'm literally a passenger princess. I have a license. I just don't like to drive. Unless I have to. I suppose. Oh, let me get some from this. All right. Oh, it's like really warm all of a sudden. Okay, here goes. Here goes. Let's see. Give me 1 second. You guys want to hear something super funny? YouTube keeps trying to force me. YouTube keeps trying to force me to sign up for some boot camp. I don't want to. I don't want to sign up for no boot camp. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Here. Alrighty. Okay. Hold on. Oops. Lots to do. Okay. Anyways, let's see what's happening here. Okay. So something is heading towards you, but you have to clear it away. You have to do it by autumn. It's something that has to do with an upside down cycle. And this upside down cycle that you're supposed to clear away from you, because it's coming towards you, if you do it, it's going to call to you your abundance. It's going to call to you your power. You have to be very careful how you do this, though. Okay. So there's going to be a celestial event on September 7th. That celestial event, it's going to create a tear in how would I put this? It's going to create a tear in some type of fabric. And as that tear occurs, there's going to be a polarity that's going to take place. It's a polarizing event. If you allow yourself to be part of, I don't want to say it's like good versus bad. It kind of is, but I don't want to say that that's what it is. What would be a better way to put it? And I don't want to say light versus dark, because people be getting weird with those concepts to begin with. How would I put it? It's polarizing between frequency dominance and vibrational dominance. I think that would be the better way to put it. So vibrational dominance means your vibration is high. It's high. These are the people who will tend to be more about the aesthetics. There'll be people who tend to be more focused on kind of like ego-based pursuits. I don't know if that makes sense. Everything that they're doing has to do with trying to promote themselves and make themselves look elevated amongst others. So it's very much about the typical human behavior, very typical human behavior. Whereas frequency dominance has more to do with being present for the experience. It's not a compete, compare type of mindset. It's about allowing yourself to evolve, allowing yourself to expand your awareness and become more aware of what the actuality of your purpose might be. They're not interested in competing and comparing at all. The vibrational dominance folks, they're interested in the competing, they're interested in the comparing. They can't help it. They keep doing it. And their value is set on how many people they can tear down in order to lift themselves up. Whereas the frequency dominant folks are people who just, like, we all have value. We all have some type of value. No one is going to change that value. You're either going to live up to the value that you have or you're not. That's how frequency dominant people are. Frequency dominant people have a higher degree of dimensional consciousness. Why? Because their frequency is their dominant concern, meaning they're raising their frequency. Frequency and vibration are inversely connected. They are inversely connected. High frequency means low vibration. Vibration is internally held energy. That means the higher your vibration, the more dense you are. Unified field physics. The higher your vibration, the more dense you become. So the high vibration people, they're being positioned to have a huge fall. They're going to fall in grace in some way. They're going to fall in grace in some way, but that's their own doing. No one is doing this to them. No one is attacking them. No one is plotting. No one is planning anything. They are going to do this all on their own. The frequency dominant people, they're just going to continue rising. They're going to continue expanding in their awareness, exploring their purpose, exploring themselves, further developing themselves. So that's a very beautiful thing. Those who are frequency dominant, you're going to enter into a space of prosperity. Why? Because it's time. It's time for you to allow yourself to prosper. And those who are vibrationally dominant, they're going to see this and they're going to be like, that's not fair. I work so hard. Okay, well, keep working. Keep working. Keep working at it because you're obviously not progressing in the way that you think. You can't fake the growth. You can't fake this. You cannot fake it till you make it. You know that saying, fake it till you make it? You're either going to enter into a space of authenticity or you're not. And if you're not, well, okay. Okay. So a large portion of people are not. They're not going to choose frequency dominance. They're just not. Why? Because they're believing the programs that were set forth by draconian overlords well in advance of this moment. Oh, she's lying to you guys. Emmy's lying to you. Emmy's lying to you. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay. You're not going to say anything to tell them that you know. No. Why would I waste energy? I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. That's fine. But no, we're not here to save people. We're here to learn, expand, and grow. That is it. If people don't agree, that's okay. Literally okay. Your life goes on, their life goes on. You just leave it. Leave it where it is. There's going to be a huge imbalance that's set in motion. It's already started. It has already started. It has. It's going to reach a fever pitch. It just is. And what's going to happen? Whatever you want to happen. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm going to this? Does that mean I'm going to that? It's just going to happen. But I need to prepare. You already are. People have already made their choices. They've selected what they've selected. It's not too late to change your mind if you're realizing you're more in the vibrational dominance. It's not too late to change your mind. Am I telling you to change your mind? No, I'm telling you to choose whatever you want to choose. But if you're suddenly realizing like, oh my gosh, that's not the direction I want to go, then change your mind. You don't have to commit to an outcome that you weren't aware was the outcome of the path that you're on. You can change your mind. You can change your mind. It's okay. It's literally okay. But people will get mad, and let them be mad. Let them be disappointed. And, honestly, that might be why you're on the path you're on to begin with. You're so focused on who's going to be mad at you, who's going to be disappointed in you. That's exhausting. That is just far too much energy being expended on things you can't change, things that you cannot change. I've learned over the years, I have learned no matter how good of a person I try to be, I can't convince someone something that they didn't want to believe to begin with. I've come across all different walks of people, literally all different walks of people. And one thing I have seen consistently, a person is who they are. I will not be able to love someone into wholeness. I will not be able to love someone enough to force them to heal, force them to take a look at their behaviors and the way their behaviors and their chosen actions are leading to their discomfort, to their suffering, to their struggle. There's no way. I can inspire someone if they're open to be inspired. But again, that's their choice. That's their choice. Would you believe, and it's okay if you don't, all of it's documented. Would you believe that some of the people that I have been the most nicest, most loving, most compassionate, most generous with are the very people who decided to turn around and form groups to try and cyberbully me into non-existence? Would you believe that? Like what? Are you serious? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You see, that issue really had nothing to do with me. That issue had everything to do with that individual. My part in that is I allowed them. So what did I learn? Stop allowing that. Stop allowing that. And that's it. Just stop allowing that. So, yeah. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This card was in reverse. Look at that. Fakery and foolery. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. All of that can be faked. Anyone can wear a monk's robe. Did you know that? Hi, Justine. Did you know? Hi, Naeem. Did you guys know that? Anyone can wear a monk's robe. Anyone can wear a priest's outfit. Halloween's coming up. You can get these costumes anywhere. Anyone can be a nun. Anyone can be anything. So what's the message here? Someone's faking it in your life. They're faking being something in order to gain access to you, deeper access. I believe this is someone that already has access. They want deeper access. Why? I don't know. I can share, though, over the years, what I've noticed, someone who keeps trying to press for more access to me, usually doesn't have honorable things in mind. They usually have an ulterior motive that they're just hiding. So what does that mean? Follow your intuition. If your intuition tells you you can't trust someone, then don't. Even if it's your intuition telling you not to trust me, it's probably a demon, but go ahead. Don't trust me. What have I done to earn your trust? What have I done to earn your trust personally? We have to stop just trusting people because they sound good. We have to. We have to stop trusting people because they have X number of followers. What have they done to earn your trust? Some of you have been with me for quite some time, and we have had quite a few experiences together, and I have absolutely earned your trust. I have gone out of my way to make sure that you are okay. Not because I'm saving you, but because I care genuinely. And because of those experiences we've shared together, I have earned your trust. I've had the opportunity to show you I won't violate that trust. But for those who have just come across me, there's nothing that I've done to earn your trust as of right now. We don't have the history yet for you to just blindly trust me. But you'll come across people who will see your kindness. They will see your empathy, and they will think, oh, I found another one. Another one who will trust me. I'll give you the sob story. I'll give you the sob story and invite you to be my hero, and you will trust me. No, the fuck I won't. You have to earn that with me. You have to earn that. You have to earn my trust. That's not something easily earned. Mm-mm. 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 No. Whatever is happening right now, someone is playing some type of role. They're playing a part and you're not seeing it. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm telling you what the cards are telling me. If this resonates and you're immediately like, oh my God, I knew it. Okay, the message is for you. Take that message, use some discernment, and implement some type of resolution for your circumstance. If you're sitting here and you're like, oh my God, who could she be talking about? Don't start drama. don't start drama in your life. It probably doesn't apply to you, at least not right now. Will it apply to you later on? I don't know. I'm hoping that you hearing this, it'll prevent you from allowing it to happen in the future as well. So, compensation and perseverance. There are those of us who are okay, hold on. How would I frame this? It's this sense of quite a few of us who are of an extremely high caliber of integrity. You've convinced yourself, or more accurately, your environment has successfully convinced you that you're somehow evil, wicked, and fallen. Who's accusing you of that? Because if this is resonating right now and you're being accused, who's accusing you of that? Because typically the person who's accusing is usually the one who's the most wicked. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. You ever notice how a narcissist will accuse everyone else of all sorts of things? Things that they're capable of. Mm-hmm. Things that they are capable of. The people who like to scam others are typically the people who will accuse me of scamming, despite me having never scammed anyone. They'll accuse me of scamming. Why? Because they would. If they had the type of trust you give me, If they had access to you the way I have access to you, they absolutely would. They absolutely would. So then they accuse me of scamming. And I never understood it because I don't have that type of heart. I don't do that. I just don't. So then what needs to happen? What needs to happen? You need to stop convincing yourself that your awareness of their intention, because it's unspoken, because they're trying to hide it, is somehow erroneous. You know, years ago, there was this one person who managed to successfully infiltrate my space, right? Infiltrate my space. I allowed her. Long story short, she's just so sweet. Of course. I mean, she wants something from me. Of course, she's going to fucking be sweet. Are you kidding me? So then time goes on and it becomes very public that there's an association there between this person and myself. And people start coming to me. They start like, hey, that girl has a weird vibe. Oh, no, no, she doesn't. Because I'm Piscean. Yeah, I'm totally Piscean in that way. And people were like, hey, I mean, watch out for that girl. I don't know. Something don't feel right about her. And I'm just like, stop. She's the sweetest. She would never. She would never. Mind you, these are people who care about me and have already seen me go through a round of cyberbullying. So, like, they're protective. They're not just coming to me to talk shit. They're protective. They've seen what I've been through. And they're like, this girl, she just fucking love everybody. People be hating on her, shitting on her. She's just like, nah, it's okay. So then one person who I absolutely trusted at the time, and they haven't violated my trust, but I haven't been in touch with them for a very long time. So at the time, we did communicate quite a bit. And this individual, I knew they were genuine. They don't want anything from me. They're genuine. They just love me and they're protective of me. And you know what they said? I mean, you're blind to this. She's even wearing the same lipstick as you. She's trying to do her makeup like you. She's trying to move her hands like you move. I mean, she's trying to be you. No, she's not. No. Yes, the fuck she was. She was. She was. I've come across enough people to be able to know that feeling. And they always start extremely sweet, extremely helpful, always volunteering so much. Always trying to emulate my heart. Emmy gives, so I'm going to give. They always have something just behind them, hidden in their other hand. You give them access to me like that, it's only a matter of time. They're going to be the next issue. They always become the next issue. They always become this, it's a weird thing. It's like, oh, I'm going to be the next Emmy. Okay, that's fucking weird. What does that even mean? You're going to be the next stay-at-home mom because me, Emmy, me? You're going to be the next me, right? And my name's Emmy. Emmy, yeah? You're going to be a stay-at-home mom? Beautiful. 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 Love it. What does that even mean? It means they have intentions to insert themselves into my life in order to attempt a destiny swap with me. Oh, but what they don't realize, because most of them will see me and they'll think, oh my God, this girl is always happy. She is just like, she has a mouth on her. She's a little baddie and this and that. And I'm going to be her. And yeah, they don't realize I'm under constant demonic attack. And then you know what happens? They get possessed. Because of me? No, because they're trying to be me. They're trying to be me. And then once they get possessed, then starts the whole, all I have to do is get rid of Emmy and then I'll have everything. Everything what? Everything what? My husband's not going to like you. My kids are not going to like you. So everything what? Oh, whatever they think I have. Whatever it is they think I have, because they've convinced themselves that I live some semi-charmed life. My life is not semi-charmed. It's magical as fuck. Why? Because I'm authentic. And I'm very close to my family. Not because of anything publicly visible. This is what you have to look forward to. Someone is seeing your power. They want to destiny swap you. Mary Kay says, I'm sorry you still deal with this. I haven't seen you in forever. Used to follow you on FB. Hope you are well. I've leveled up, Mary. It's not just jealous nobodies that are trying to do this. Now it's people with fully established platforms. I'm going to irritate people whatever platform I go on. Why? My truth is a threat to their lie. When you put the truth beside the lie, guess who always wins? So I will always be a threat no matter what platform I go on. The liars of those platforms will always see my work before I ever see theirs, because I'm not interested in that kind of shit. I'm just not. They will always see my work before I ever know they exist. And they'll try. They'll try. Why? Because if they villainize me before I ever even know they exist, then guess what? They can try and steal my work, pass it off as their own, and people won't know because, what, they'll remove me off the platform? Good luck. I can't even remove myself. I can't even remove myself. Are you kidding me? You see, for those who are frequency dominant, and there's not a lot of people who are frequency dominant. Most people are vibrational dominant. For those who are frequency dominant, you're here in a space of service, in the capacity of service to the collective whole. You don't get a say in specific things. When Paladorian contracts are involved, you don't get a say in that. You cannot add an addendum. You cannot modify that. It's a contractual agreement with many, many, many souls that have taken many lifetimes to get to this point. In some ways, those who are frequency dominant, they only get a partial free will experience. Because really, free will extends to the soul, not to the human. Humans think they have free will. Yes. Neurotypical people have free will. Neurodivergence. Yeah, but certain things you can't. Those who are quantum divergents, no. Your free will extends to what you're going to eat for that day, how you're going to dress, and whether you're going to have a tantrum about having to experience something you don't want to experience or not. And I don't mean not experience it. I mean not have a tantrum when you experience a thing you're forced to experience. So this whole live streaming thing, this was not my choice. It wasn't. It still isn't. It's not my choice. It's my soul's choice. It's my soul's choice. I don't live stream because I want to. I live stream because I have to. There's a difference. There's a difference. And you guys might think, oh, well, but Emmy, you look like you have fun. I might as well have fun. I might as well have fun. If I have no choice but to experience it, I'm going to have fun while I'm doing it. But I thought you were forced. Yeah, exactly. I am. I am. Doesn't mean I have to be punished by me just because I don't want to. You see, that's part of growing up. Experiencing the things that you need to experience and knowing just because you have to experience this doesn't mean you have to experience it from a space of the most disdain, the most unhappiness, the most anger and resentment, because you don't. Well, that's not true. You probably like to live stream. Okay, another example. I was forced to live in a parking lot for, well, I was in the parking lot for maybe like 7 or 8 months. And then I was transient for about 2 or 3 years. Yeah. I was homeless. Was that by choice? Yes and no. Yes, because I was like, I would rather be in a parking lot than have to involve people who disrespect my sovereignty and disregard me as my human self. They want to use me. I would rather be in the parking lot and figure it out myself. Knowing that if I had any other option, I would not have chosen that. I was forced into homelessness. Literally forced. There are about 2 to 3 years worth of live streams where I would say about 99% of those live streams, I'm laughing and having fun with everyone. Why? Hey, listen, I'm already in a fucked up situation. I don't need to have a fucked up experience too. The situation was fucked. It was. It was. It really, really was. But that doesn't mean I had to have a fucked up life as I went through it. What did I go through? The stripping away of an identity that I had outgrown, being hidden in plain sight so that I could feel safe to be my true, authentic self. That was a very crucial point in my development. And I knew that. I knew that. And I told my husband because it was something that, like, at the start of it, it really negatively impacted him. He's been our provider for most of our marriage. He's the sole provider. And it really negatively impacted him because he felt like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. He was still working. He was still working. And that's why we never, ever missed a meal. We always had everything we had, but we were stuck. It wasn't anything to do with him failing. It wasn't. That was the pivot point. That was the point where my soul wanted me to pivot, and I didn't want to. And so soul forced me to. Why? Because I agreed to be publicly witnessed before I came into this life. And I refused to be publicly witnessed. And soul said, yes, you will. Yes, you will. And if we have to twist your arm, we will. And if you still fight us while we twist your arm, we'll break the whole damn thing off. And I said, do it. And soul said, bet. And I said, oh, you crazy. Oh my God. Soul, you fucking savage. Why are you like that? Well, because I said, do it. And I remember one night we were having a conversation, my husband and I, and he was flustered. And I remember telling him, we're going to look back at this and we're going to be laughing someday. We're going to look back and we're going to laugh. We're going to be like, that's so fucking crazy it is. That was so crazy. But it was like, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was just so amazing. And it felt amazing as I was living it because I was able to be fully present in that. I was able to let go of my assumption, my expectation, and entitlement to what I believed we should experience and what I believed we didn't have to experience. What you experience during this period, it's highly contingent on how you choose to experience it. So between now and the 7th, there are those of us, we've been convinced that we are somehow less than. People have gone out of their way to try and convince you that you are not spiritually evolved, that you are somehow wicked, somehow evil. Michael says to share this because people often, they'll make these comments about the eyes, right? They'll make these comments about, you can tell someone is wicked. Just look at their eyes. Their eyes will tell you everything, and all the other stupid shit that people say. They're just parroting. They're parroting what they've heard. They're parroting it. They're copying. Here's the thing. This is what Michael wants me to say. Those with extremely dark eyes are the seers of the collective. Because if you can see yourself within my iris, I can see beyond your mask. That's why we're considered evil. That's why. And the people who are saying these things are probably seeing their own demons in your eyes. Yeah. My eyes are very dark. Very, very dark. If you look at them, you can't tell the difference between my iris and my pupil. My eyes are almost black. In a bright light, they'll look extremely dark brown. They're pretty much black. And when I put some eyeliner, they look even more dark. They look even more dark. Yeah. Why do you think there's so much disregard for people who have dark eyes? And I'm not saying other eyes are less valuable. Everyone has beauty within their own natural aesthetics. There's some beauty in there. I'm saying this as someone who worked as a professional photographer for several years. I see beauty in everyone. But when you have things that other people don't understand and they can feel your power, regardless of how humble you are, your humbleness cannot always overcome someone's insecurity. Not always, no. And when you and your magic with a K, not a C, what's the difference between the two? MAGIC, magic. Those are magicians. They pull rabbits out of hats. They create illusions. Magic, MAGICK. That taps into a soul. That is a type of frequency patterning that carries so much power, so much sway. They feel your magic with a K. Excuse me. My sneezes are not dainty. My sneezes are masculine. Achoo! I tried to make it dainty there. That's as dainty as it's gonna get. Oh, quick reminder, I'm going live later today, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, not 5:30, at 3:30. It's the Protection Tea Party. If you guys are needing some type of energetic work, you're wanting to amplify some of your protection and all of that, you can go ahead and join me. 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click on the link in the comments or the QR code on the screen. For those on TikTok, you simply go to the link in my bio, click on the Hoobie link, and look for the Protection Tea Party. Am I doing tarot readings? I'm doing soul message. This is for the collective, but I can do personal readings today, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 3:30. A yell chew. Yeah, I have a yell chew. Mine is usually like okay. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. Ooh, it's upside down. I think someone is trying to convince you negative about yourself. Something negative. Yeah, I keep getting this repeated message whispered at me: destiny swap, destiny swap, destiny swap. Someone is trying to destiny swap you. Part of me is like, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. It's up to you if you're going to allow it. The whole destiny swap thing. So I'm of the mindset of the phoenix. I'm not powerful because I rise from ashes. I'm powerful because I don't fear letting everything fucking burn. You want part of my destiny? Get ready to burn. I'll let you touch it. Not me. I'll let you touch that fire. I'll let you touch that fire. Make sure you wear gloves. Even with that, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. For some of us, we have a destiny so bright that anyone who tries to touch it will not just burn their fingers, they'll lose their entire hand. And that's on them. That's on them. So, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. For those who have been just really, good and kind, compassionate, giving, you're going to reap what you sow. The moment you let go of the takers in your life, those who keep trying to take from you, those who keep trying to do all this really, really just fucked up stuff. They're trying to do it covert. No, you're going to know. You're going to put an end to it. It's an upside down cycle, but you're going to need to flare. You're going to need to flare that energy. Hold on. Ooh, Pisces, you're manifesting fast. Thank you, Minnow. Thank you, Minnow. I just got a notification from Minnow Pond. Major opportunity, but you must be ready for it. Hold on. What was I going to do? Oh, let me see what I have available today, because the Blu-ray Awakening part. Come on, TikTok. Here we go. 1 second. Okay. What do I have? Let's see. Okay. Ooh, Oraf malignancy binding. Clone droid defensive action. And then Tree of Life graph. Those are good. Financial blocker, spell remover. There'd be some jealous ass people who do that kind of shit. Just, Get a job and work. You're so jealous about someone else working and earning a living wage. Get a fucking job. Seriously. Do you know how many jobs I have? I'm serious. Okay, let's see. Ah, man. Ooh. Blue sword initiation. Aquafarion blue feathers activation. Ancestral inheritance activation. This is a good set of stuff. Shadow code clearing and soul skin. Soul skin. People have no idea what's really happening. Soul skin. I'm telling you. The soul skin one. Let's see. Ooh, Children of the Emerald Sun Oraf activation. Those are good stuffs. Good stuffs. Let me close these things out. All right. Just breathe. I don't know him personally. I'm just subscribed to his channel. Like, we follow each other on Instagram, but I've never had conversation with him, so I don't know. I think he's hilarious. He said he was a hobbit. And I was like, oh my God, you too. Because I'm short and I got big ass feet. Turns out he's freaking hella tall. I was like, that's not a hobbit. That's not a hobbit, because I was watching one of his videos a while back. Apparently he's like, I don't know, 6 feet or something like that. I'm just like, ew. I'm actual hobbit proportions. I'm hella short. Okay, natural endings. So whatever this is, you need to put a stop to it. Whatever this is right here, like, you got to put a stop to it. You got to put a stop to it. Part of the way you're going to put a stop to it is no longer feeding it your energy. You can't continue to feed something and wonder why it's so strong when it tries to affect your life. You can't continue to feed the very monster that is trying to smite you while you starve. Absolutely not. Whatever energy you were going to use for that caca, use it for yourself. 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 Know what I'm saying? Awaken and flow, Sechel. Okay, hi, Farah. Farah says destiny swap. She did it from birth, but now I block and take what's mine. Okay, first, I love you, Farah. I know you're talking about your mom because you said it up top. And you've shared in public live streams quite a bit about the relationship or lack of relationship that you have with your mom. But here's the thing that I want everyone to hear. Take what's mine. If it's yours, it should already be with you. There should be nothing that you have to take. If you have to take it, there's an imbalance there. And it's not an imbalance with someone else. It's an imbalance within the self. And I'm not saying this to be like you're actually the problem, Farah. It's not your, no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we have to recognize how people are being able to access the most precious parts of us and how come we're not accessing it for ourselves. Part of the way you become ridiculously powerful is when you give yourself access to all your parts and no longer allow others to access it without your consent. If you want to experience the truth of your power, you have to do this. You have to do this. I've let far too many people see only the kind, very loving, very compassionate, very patient aspect of me. Now you want to act up by yourself. You don't get any part of me. You don't get to lure my community into trying to raise your algorithms by talking shit. Talk all the shit you want. I don't give a fuck. You don't know me. You only know enough of me to be intimidated by me. Ooh, that's a good one. They only ever knew enough of you to be intimidated by you, to be jealous of what little of your power you've actually shown. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really allow yourself to recognize the ways in which you've grown, how far you've come. Someone is eating, what is that, Church's chicken? Popeyes? What is that? And there's a biscuit involved. The audacity. With some gravy too, the audacity. You got some cornbread? Take a bite of the cornbread too, please. Do me a favor. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Take a little spoonful of the mash. I think it's Popeyes because the gravy has little bits of meat, and I think that's a little bit of like green peppers. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. Take a bite. Take a spoonful, and then bite the biscuit, please. I want to taste it. That's good. Mm-hmm. Is that spicy? I see. I'm sorry, but I see a chicken thigh. You bit into a drumstick, but I see a chicken thigh. Is that chicken thigh spicy? Take a bite out of that too, please. I just want to taste it again. Oh, that's so fucking good. Can you take one more bite out of the biscuit? Like just dip it in dip it in the gravy. Dip it in the gravy. Please, just one more time. Just the biscuit. And then we'll finish off with a bite of the cornbread. Oh my God. I don't know how Popeye's biscuits can be so dry, but they're so good. Okay, I'm ready for cornbread. Mm. Oh my God. That's so fucking good. Okay. Like, can you get off my live stream? I don't want anymore. You're going to make my stomach hurt because then my body thinks I'm actually eating it when I'm not. I don't need a swollen brain today because my brain will swell. All right. That was so good. Hold on. Let me just get that flavor out of my. Okay. Cleared out. Awaken. You're entering into a space of gnosis. Gnosis is knowledge, your awareness, when you allow it to go and enter into a space of just knowing. It becomes something really amazing. Really, really. I intentionally didn't say thank you, Grandma Nana. I don't want to encourage this. For you guys who are not like super familiar with me, so I'm magical in a weird way. Weird's not bad, but it's just in a weird way. So sometimes if someone is really focused on me, what they're smelling, tasting, feeling, I can feel that. I can smell it. I can taste it. And y'all don't be puff passing on my live stream because there is a potentiality of a contact high. I don't, was it Sexy Jesus? Was it Sexy Jesus that one time? I was like, who's smoking? Like my eyes started to get all red and I was like, I have cotton mouth. Who the fuck is smoking on my live stream? Yeah, I think it was Sexy Jesus. I think it was. Because he's like, oh, my bad. I didn't realize. So as long as you don't think of me intensely, I won't feel it. But if you think of me intensely, then yeah, I will. I will. So don't do it. Don't do it. I don't get chill and giggly when I'm that. I don't. I get grumpy. I get very grumpy and aggressive. So I'm not fun. So I don't do any of those things. So you're entering into a space of gnosis and awareness. It starts with an awakening. Awakening is an expansion of your awareness. When you can allow that awareness and that knowing to enter into a space of applied knowledge, you then enter into a full flow of wisdom. Full flow of wisdom. And I think that's what you need. I think that's absolutely what you need. So you're going to shed your old identity, but don't reveal your new one yet. Don't reveal who you are yet, because a lot of what's going to happen, it's something that's going to require you just a little bit of time, maybe about a week or so, to acclimate. Because when you first get into a space of leveling up, you really can be very disconcerted. You can be very confused. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's happening in your life and all of that stuff. So you got to keep it on the down low for a little bit. Okay. I got to get going already. Yep. Motion, perception, expectation. And this is going to happen without moderation. What hair is tickling my face? Is it a fairy? I told these mofos. Don't touch my face, fairies. Don't touch my face. Is it a hair? Is it a fairy? Is it a hair? I don't know. Keep it on the DL. Exactly, Crispy. So there's going to be a lot of motion. Your perception is going to shift, and that's going to shift your expectation. It's going to say, bada bing, bada boom, bam, bam, bam. Bada bing, bada boom, bam, bam, bam. And then you're like, whoa, what just happened here? Life just happened. And if you listen, you'll enter into a space of productivity, the potentiality for massive financial gain. Oh, I can't say it on a live stream. I can't say it on a live stream. So there's some good things that are in store. I think for some, you're finally ready. I want to tell you guys so that way you can get yourself a little something too. If you know what I'm talking about, then maybe that message is for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. But for those who are ready to get to that next part, you got to be careful, but it needs to be a very calculated step. Talk to your higher self. Make sure you're ready. Like, make sure you are ready. All right. One more reminder. I'm going to be live today, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to do expedites. That's a bit earlier than what I normally do in the evenings. If you'd like me to work on you personally, simply click on the QR code on the screen or the link in the comments. For those on TikTok, simply go to the link in my bio. Click on the Hubi link, and then you'll be able to see Protection Tea Party. I also have a Morphogenetic Fundamentals workshop coming up on, I think, the 13th. If you'd like to learn how to work energy in the way that I teach, that's an amazing, amazing workshop to attend. It's a virtual workshop, so you don't have to leave your house. All right, I got to get going because I got to check a few things. Exciting times, you guys. Exciting times. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you again, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. And we're going to